Welcome to Johnny's World. Hi, welcome back to Johnny's World. Today I'm going to be replanting this reed avocado tree that I planted in my courtyard. And it's right in front of this bamboo wax apple tree that I planted afterwards. And of course, it's too close together. And I was going to temporarily just plant this reed here and take it down to the avocado grove later. But I decided I wanted to replant this somewhere in my courtyard. As you can see, my courtyard, they have a lot of tropical fruit trees and a lot of flower roses and a lot of wax apple bamboo trees, and got a nice little loquat tree here. And I have this nice Fuyu persimmon tree right here, and it's enough space that I could take this Fuyu persimmon tree, because I have a really highly productive Fuyu persimmon tree over there that I showed in my prior video. And because we get so much fruit from that, I was going to just replant this Fuyu persimmon tree maybe back into a 24-inch box for now, and maybe later plant it in the ground again somewhere else, and then plant the reed avocado tree. Now, I've been a little bit hesitant to planting a avocado tree in my courtyard, just because a lot of these avocado trees get really large, and they grow pretty unwielding, and it's sometimes it's not the best looking ornamental fruit tree. But the reed avocado tree is supposed to grow pretty upright, and a lot of people use the reed avocado tree as a hedge as well. So I think this would look beautiful in the courtyard here. Just to show you an example how a reed avocado tree looks, this is my bigger reed avocado tree in a 24-inch box, and look how upright and beautiful this tree is. So I think a reed avocado is going to look great in my courtyard. Now, this is a shame for me to take this out of the ground, because I had my gardeners plant this in the ground. It was originally in a 24-inch box, and it's doing pretty well, but the fruit production hasn't been that great. So that's why I'm thinking about planting the reed avocado tree here. And when the reed avocado tree gets too wide, I could trim some of this flower bush off. And of course I could get rid of that, trim this off. Also, this my wife planted, I could just trim that off, so that reed would just have plenty of room to grow. So I think I'll plant the reed here. It's gonna be quite a lot of work trying to dig this persimmon tree, because this persimmon tree was in a 24-inch box when I bought it. So it's gonna be kind of a lot of work. And then of course I'm gonna have to dig this reed, and this reed was in a 5-gallon not too long ago. Look how well it's doing in the ground. I was just going to plant this reed here just temporarily, but I think it needs a permanent resting place in my courtyard. And like I said, I was pretty hesitant in planting a avocado tree here, but I think the reed, since it tends to grow upright, I think it'll be pretty nice here, and it doesn't get all too high, so it's not like a Hass or a Forte, so hopefully it should look pretty good. I finally dug the persimmon tree, the Fuyu persimmon tree, out of the ground here, and I put it in this box. Hopefully I didn't butcher the roots too much, so hopefully this will do okay in this 24-inch box. But we'll see. Of course, it'd do a lot better in the ground, but for now I'm going to put it in this 24-inch box. And ornamentally, I just love how the Fuyu persimmon tree looks in a box. That's gorgeous. So hopefully it's going to do well in this box for a while. It's not a permanent solution, but of course it would do much better in the ground. But I wanted to plant my reed avocado tree right there, so the sun is going down. It's Sunday about 4:15. The sun's already going down, so I'm gonna have to probably replant this reed avocado tree probably tomorrow morning. So see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Now it's Monday morning, the following day, and I'm gonna be transplanting this reed avocado into the area where the Fuyu persimmon was. Now this dirt's right here. I don't know. I'm not sure how well draining it is, so I'm gonna plant this reed avocado kind of in a mound. So I'm gonna put some dirt down there and maybe put half the root ball under the dirt, and then I'm just gonna mound it up. So let's get started. So I'm gonna be using some of this Kellogg's Palm Cactus Citrus to put under the hole. I don't have any Gary's Best Top Pot today, so I'm just gonna be doing with this. This is a pretty well draining soil as well. The only thing I don't like is it has wood chips inside the soil, but it is pretty well draining since it's for palm, cactus, and citrus. So I'm gonna use this soil today, since this is the brand I have in hand. Poured the bag in. I'm just gonna be mixing this up with the native soil here, and then I'll dig up that reed avocado and plant it. So I mixed the native soil with that palm, cactus, and citrus soil. So the soil quality I have is not bad, but I don't know, for this area the Fuyu persimmon just did not grow very well, and I think it didn't drain as well as the other areas I have, especially where the Jambu wax apple tree and where the current reed is. So put some fast draining soil down there, and let's plant the reed avocado. Now it's always a danger taking out an avocado tree from the ground, because you don't want to disturb the root ball that much, and also since I planted this in the ground, the root ball has expanded, so I want to be as careful as possible to leave as much of the root ball intact as possible. So here's the final product. I transplanted this reed avocado to its permanent forever home, and I sure could have done a better job taking it out of the ground. I hacked a lot of the roots out of that poor reed avocado. It was doing so well down here because I had a lot of Gary's Best Top Pot soil and I mounded it, so it was just growing really tall. But once I planted this black diamond Jambu wax apple tree right behind it, I always knew that this would be a temporary place for the reed avocado. So hopefully this survives. Hopefully I left enough roots intact that's gonna survive. And can you believe this was in a 5-gallon container not too long ago? And look how much it grew in the ground. That just goes to prove planting in good soil in the ground is much better than having it in a container. But of course, sometimes you don't have a choice, whether it's yard space or you just want it in containers. Sometimes you don't have a choice, so you can't always plant in the ground, but when you can plant in the ground, it's always best for the avocado trees, because it just really blows up in size, and hopefully this will survive. And I put these fencings around here because I found the fencing to be pretty effective against the squirrels when I had it around the reed and Jambu wax apple tree not too long ago. So I just decided I'd do it all now. And today was trash day, so they took the green bin. So unfortunately I didn't have too much mulch, but I took whatever green vegetation I found around there. I plucked off the ground. I put a little bit of mulch here. So last step is I'm gonna water this, and hopefully this reed avocado tree will do really well in its forever home here. And like I said before, the reed is supposed to grow upright, and it doesn't get as big as a Hass or a Forte. So a lot of people use the reed avocado tree as a hedge. So hopefully this will turn into a really nice looking tree. And if it gets too large, I'm always going to prune it down to size. But anyways, thank you very much for joining me today. If you like this video, if you like this channel, please press the like and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.